College classic. When did you say college classic campuses will show you them? I'm TcYbarra, and this is college classic campuses. Not a pastor. I like to read books online with you about religion. We're waiting for a Holy Quran. At last, control. God's devil. Dr. Lutzer. Really good. According to Barna research report, about 2/3 of Americans believe that the different religions of the world are actually worshippers of the same God. Well, there's a difference between God and Jesus, right? No, there's not. Not in the Christ belief, but in other religious views, there might be. Focus on Christ. This vision of religious unity is what will propel the world to one world religion and one world government. Religion and politics will come together in one person. The science of mind and the science of economics will blend into unified world philosophy. Anything about it? Abinadab does. Today, there is a network of organizations committed to bringing about a unified world order to address the problems of war, hunger, and economic instability. Leading the pack will be a world ruler who has the charisma to unify the religions of the world and wield a political structure that has the muscle to forge a global organization. Okay, who is this guy? It's got to be someone that's loved. A lot of people believe he's a Jew. I don't. Leading the pack will be a world ruler who has the charisma to unify the religions of the world and wield a political structure that has the muscle to forge a global organization. It will be both priest and king, messiah, and emperor. They will trespass in your homes. They'll claim to be of the Holy Spirit. They won't. If you don't do what they tell you, they'll force feed you or they'll hurt you. They're demons. Today, there is a network of organizations committed to bringing about a unified world order to address the problems of war, hunger, and economic stability, or instability. Leading the pack will be a world ruler who has the charisma to unify the religions of the world and wield a political structure that has the muscle to forge a global organization. He will be both priest and king, messiah, and emperor. Wow. Are you ready for that? This ruler will gain his strength from the same source as Adolf Hitler did, who controlled Germany with such a hypocrite magnetism, or hypnotic magnetism, that the people found him practically irresistible. Hitler was taken through deep levels of occult transformation so that, in the words of one of his friends, his body was but the shell for the spirit that inhabited it. Can you imagine that? Like, whoa, wait a minute. All of the original doctrines found in the 3rd chapter of Genesis will surface the deity of mankind, the transformation of consciousness, and enlightenment. Moral relativism, and the possibly even reincarnation might be used to spread the word that some great historical personage of the past has reappeared. I think it's going to be cloning. He will usher in a religion that will counterfeit Christianity at every point. Perhaps, but it's not where it's going to end. If they're really going to seek God for this and say Christ left. You think all that stuff's in at that point? And we'll usher in a new religion that will counterfeit Christianity at every point. Instead of prayers, there will be a manstras. Instead of preachers, there will be girls. In the place of prophets, there will be psychics. In the place of the Ten Commandments, there will be a new commandment for this new age. You believe that? It's probably true. They're doing that already. Now that Satan's prophet or puppet is a place, he will be able to control the world through a vast financial network based on stringent controls. No one will be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Those who challenge his authority will be put to death. Also, like Hitler, the new Messiah will hate the Jews with a vengeance. Predictions about such a world system have been made for years in New Age literature. That's funny because when we're thinking about Israel and Jerusalem, we know they're going to get attacked 3.5 and 3.5. It's interesting to know that there are prime ministers and presidents who are alive right now who can't stand Jews. They don't like them. It's funny because it bothers me. Now that Satan's puppet is placed, he will be able to control the world through a vast financial network based on strategic controls. No one will be able to buy salary without the mark of the beast. Those who challenge his authority will be put to death. Also, like Hitler, the new Messiah will hate the Jews with a vengeance. Okay, so he can be Jewish. Well, Hitler was Jewish. He was a Jew. Predictions about such a world system have been made for years in the New Age literatures. H.G. Wells said that someday there would be a worldwide revelation consisting of a great multitude and variety of overlapping groups, all organized for collective and political and social re-educational, as well as propaganda activities. He continues. It will be a great world movement as widespread and evident as socialism or communism. It will largely take the place of these movements. Our movements. It will be a world religion. The large, loose, assimilatory mass of the groups of the societies will be definitely and obviously attempting to swallow up the entire population of the world and become the new human community. You just don't live that long. This then is the culmination to which all the various strands of religious unity are headed. Even the tributaries of satanic worship that we see today might be the very ones that will flow into a single river of occult religion. Here is the apex of the Godhead of man. At least the problems of the world will be overcome, and with spiritual solutions under the guise of laudable slogans, the deification of man will reach its most striking affirmation. All opposition will be set aside or to the side, and the new world order will be in place. And for those who do not get on board, there will be intimidation, starvation, liquidation. The devil will be in charge. Now, this is Classic Campus Hits, College Campus Classic Hits. I'm TcYbarra. This is coming down. It's happening.